Warning, Cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
It's disgusting.
No, he bailed out on
Thanksgiving.
family dinner. He's at her house right now.
Whoa, hey! You! Happy Thanksgiving!
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
We were supposed to be together forever.
I know there's something shady going on with him.
Where they at? They're making out in the parking lot. Let's go.
She always told me she likes surprises. Let's see how she likes this one.
He's right here at the bench, right here at the bench.
Get your ass up out of here!
Hey, please.
Buster!
Yeah, bitch, we don't handcuff you.
Ladies. Get out of my face!
Oh my God!
You are a cheater.
Now you're a comedian!
That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Love is the ideal that marriage is built upon. For Erin Van Horn, however, the shine of her perfect union is starting to dim. While she works to finish her degree, she can't help but notice her husband's mysterious behavior. Late-night trips to work and unprovoked arguments are raising her suspicion that something more treacherous is going on. I'm Joey Greco, and this is Cheaters.
You know, he kind of motivated me and made me want to be a better person just because, you know, he was going to school to be a lawyer. You know, we met through mutual friends and everything, and everybody thought so highly of him and thought he was really great. But then, like, after we got married, within the first year and a half, 2 years, everything went downhill. He stopped going to school. He dropped out. He started kind of depending on me to take care of everything. Well, he started working at an apartment complex, and he keeps strange hours, and they call him in often, and I understand that, but it's gotten to the point where he won't answer his phone when I call. He'll go out with some friends after work and everything, and he won't invite me. He won't tell me who all he's with. And his story's kind of shifty, you know. He'll say one thing, and then he'll turn around and change it to something else. There was that one time I got in his car, and it smelled like perfume. It didn't smell like my perfume. It smelled like somebody else's. He made up some story about how he gave this girl a ride to work or home from work or something, but it's like, why couldn't you have just come out and told me that? Things have just gotten so strange, and he's gotten so distant that if he is cheating on me, then that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out of there. I can't do it anymore. And it's just becoming too much work. That's the last thing.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Matt Van Horn, age 32. A supervisor accused of maintaining a relationship with another woman. Investigation Day 2. With an itinerary of the suspect's supposed daily routine in hand, detectives set up shop around the apartment complex where he's employed as the maintenance supervisor. At closing time, perimeter units spy their subject, Matt Van Horn, mulling around the leasing office. Through the darkness, a figure appears next to Van Horn. The shape reveals itself to be that of an unknown female. The suspect grabs the woman and kisses her. He then retreats into an alcove for a moment before returning to his awaiting companion. The couple walk hand in hand to their respective cars and depart the job site. Mobile units follow the cars to a local bar. They walk inside, entwined in each other, and on the patio they enjoy a post-work drink while laughing with each other. The frivolity doesn't last very long before Van Horn and his date pay the bill and return to their cars. It must be hard to say goodbye, as evidenced by the amount of time the two spend canoodling with each other. They eventually pry themselves from one another and depart the bar's parking lot, going their separate ways for the evening. Investigation Day 3. Agents remain alert outside the Van Horn home. Erin alerts the surveillance team that her husband has just stormed out after an argument. Perimeter units catch sight of the suspect as he enters his car and departs. A pursuit ensues that leads detectives to an unfamiliar residence. Van Horn parks his car and makes his way to the front door of the house. He knocks and is let in. Van Horn remains inside for more than an hour before the door opens, and the owner of the home, unsurprisingly the woman from earlier surveillance, escorts him out. The woman is identified as Kaylee Henderson, Van Horn's supervisor. On the front porch, the suspect and his boss share a long and amorous embrace goodbye. As Van Horn heads to his car, however, Henderson decides it's a good time for some tawdry exhibitionism. She opens her silk robe and reveals what her man will be missing. Driven by lust, Van Horn rushes back to Henderson for a few more forbidden moments. Van Horn eventually returns to his car and returns home early in the morning. Investigation Day 5. Continuing to stake out the workplace of the suspect, agents spot Van Horn cleaning up before leaving for the night. He enters his car and is followed to a local pub. He walks inside and is happy to see his romantic cohort awaiting him at a table. He sits down and the two begin their seductive banter. They hold hands and kiss in the confines of the booth. Ms. Henderson is exceptionally exultant after prodding her melancholy subordinate into a kiss. Hoping to extricate Van Horn from his doldrums, Henderson jumps up from the table and dances in front of him. She tries her best at seduction as she grinds upon him. Van Horn seems to be amused, if not a bit disturbed by the scene. Eventually, the two exit the establishment, revealing Henderson's state of inebriation. At his car, Henderson drops her purse, and it's up to Van Horn to take charge, shoving his toasty tart into the passenger seat while picking up her lost items. Van Horn's sense of duty is continued in this recorded phone call with Erin.
Hello? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? I'm not gonna make it home right now. There's one of the units. I gotta get over there. Are you me? Matt, can't you get somebody else to do this? I wish I could. I'm the guy in charge, so. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. Why didn't you stay in school and then we could just be normal again? Well, it didn't happen that way, so. Whatever, Matt. Stay in the spare room tonight, okay? Whatever, Matt. Bye.
Back at Henderson's house, Van Horn helps his intoxicated mate to her front door, and after 2 hours, investigators decide to end the surveillance and compile the evidence for Erin's edification. Coming up, the confrontation.
With her husband's blatant betrayal captured on videotape, Cheaters calls upon Erin for a meeting. Abound with apprehension, Erin prepares herself for the results of the investigation.
Erin, early in our investigation, we had a detective at Matt's place of business. As he is there finishing up a job, a woman approaches, there's a brief conversation, they share a kiss, he goes inside the office, she waits, and a short time later, he comes out, they walk to their cars holding hands, and from there travel to a bar. And sometime later, after partaking of some libations, he walks her out to the parking lot. They seem to have some difficulty extricating themselves from one another's company before he finally does, and they each go their separate ways. On this evening, he's at home, Evidently, he got a call. We followed up with you that evening.
Yeah.
And that's when, once again, he had told you that he had to go into work because there was a service call. But the only place there seemed to be a service call was at this residence.
Is that her again?
He goes inside, and after a few hours, exits. It's clear that this is where the young lady we've seen him with on the first night resides. She walks him outside, wearing not much more than a robe. They say their goodbyes. As he begins to back away towards his car, she opens up her robe and reveals.
That's disgusting. That's sick.
She opens up her robe, reveals to him her charm, which causes him to rush back into her arms for a few more moments.
All right. Cool. Cool. Good to know.
Erin, you contacted us when Matt got a phone call and had to leave due to another service request. Our detective was on standby
Yeah.
and followed Matt. Now, he bailed out on
Thanksgiving.
family dinner.
Yeah, with my family. It's really important to them.
He's at her house right now. If you want to continue.
Yeah, I want to continue.
Okay, let me knock on the door. Are you sure? We're coming in. All right, cameras, we're
Hey!
get in there.
Whoa, hey! Who are you? Happy Thanksgiving!
Coming up, the conclusion.
Now, he bailed out on
Thanksgiving.
family dinner. He's at her house right now.
Hey! Who are you? Happy Thanksgiving!
What are you doing?
Yeah, what am I doing here? Do you people know who the I am? Do you?
I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah,
Why are you
but
doing
I'm
here?
not. Shut up!
What are you doing
shut bail on my family for this? For this? Garbage?
That was
Who
your...
the are you?
Don't
You don't
get
tell- No, oh, get to your house. You get away from my husband, you garbage! You!
Whoa, hey.
You! You! Get the away from me! How about you garbage?
Aaron,
Garbage?
what are you doing? No,
Stop!
get out. Yeah.
You stop? No!
This isn't your
You
house.
get the away from me.
out of my
house right now. Oh, don't tell me what to do. You know what you need to do? You get away
Aaron.
from my husband.
Aaron.
This is my husband. You
Aaron.
ass.
Hey, what are you doing? You're
Damn
supposed to be with
rude
your
bag.
families.
Yeah, with you. What? Fine.
Hey.
You.
Watch out.
Get the off me, you fat ass. You'll crush my ass with that fat ass. Keep talking. I'm the one who's
Hey, you're the one who started this.
Whatever. What
You're
the ever?
You started this.
What?
You started this.
How did I start this?
This marriage has been over for a long time.
The is that?
Get out of my house right now.
Come
You
on,
need
it's
to
time to go.
leave.
Garbage?
Time to go.
Ladies.
Oh,
Come on.
Get out of my
no.
house.
You.
What? Hey,
Aaron.
Get
What?
out
Erin?
right now.
Look,
Erin.
I don't know you.
Aaron.
Did you know about me?
I do, but you know what? We're happy.
You're happy.
We
Yeah,
are
she
happy.
makes me... You don't. She makes me happy, okay? You
You know what?
you don't,
Matt,
okay?
Well, Matt, why
You,
say
Matt.
that before?
You know what?
Do you know what the I have done for you? I have been supporting
Put
you.
that in your mouth, huh?
But get put it in your mouth, you piece of
I don't know, those other-
you. What the do you think you're
I
doing
don't
to
know.
me? I've never done anything wrong to you.
Calling the police. Right now. Get out.
I have been trying.
No,
I've been
trying.
working.
No, you
going to
haven't.
school.
No.
What the have you been doing? Fixing toilets? You piece of trash.
Look, man, I gave up that law crap because I wasn't happy with that. At least I'm working with my hands. I'm having fun. It's
You're having
good work.
fun?
Yeah.
You're not 20
Cops are
anymore.
on their way. Don't
Yeah.
The cops
worry.
can
Get
suck
the
my.
I don't think
Cops are on their way.
Let's
You
everybody
need to
get
leave.
out.
Get out.
All of y'all need to go.
Just go.
You don't tell me what to do.
Get out.
How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on?
Get out.
You know
need to
what?
leave.
Come on.
Whatever.
It's in your
He
house.
doesn't care about
Matt,
you,
if you
sweetheart.
were-
Oh, yeah?
You need to go.
Yeah?
Hey.
Garbage?
Yeah.
What? What? Try.
Come on.
Try something.
I already did. You're the one with the mashed potatoes on.
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Good ladies.
What?
Hey.
All right.
Aaron. Garbage. Garbage.
Hey, no, it's time to go. Police are on the way.
What?
You need to leave.
Police are on the way.
Y'all aren't welcome here.
I need what?
Yeah,
Y'all
you're
weren't
gonna
invited.
Get arrested.
Y'all weren't
All of
invited.
you.
Y'all
You
get out.
tell me what to do.
Y'all
You.
aren't
You. The my way.
Watch it. Easy, easy, easy. No, it's time to go.
Yeah,
There
it's
you go.
time to go. Garbage.
Good ladies.
Get over here, damn. Look,
Okay, let's get her out. Let's get her out. Let's get her out. That's it. Let's take her out. Enough.
Hey, leave her
enough.
alone.
That's enough.
You leave her alone.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
You.
Look, this is over. Here, you know what? Here, take this ring. It's yours now.
Oh boy.
I don't want it.
Original
I want it.
Get her back in here.
It was up to her.
Oh.
Get the out right now. Leave. Really? Right now.
Cops are coming.
Get out.
It's time to go. All right, it's time to go.
Done with you.
Good. Done with
Trash.
you. You've been done with me.
Damn right.
Everybody I know.
Deadbeat.
Hey, get out. All of your camera crew, go. Go.
After the confrontation, Erin sifts through the remnants of her broken marriage. At the end of the show, we'll explain how she's picked up the pieces. But now, Dee-Dee, the complicit party from the Sharonda Epps case, enters to give her thoughts on Sharonda when confronted on cheaters.
I was talking to one of the other hairstylists, and before I knew it, cameras were everywhere, so it caught me by surprise. But I understand, I mean, she's a female, I'm a female, I probably would have did the same thing.
What is this? Hey, hold on, you!
Bitch, you better keep it.
Who is this bitch? Who the is this little bitch? Who the is this bitch? Is this? Who the is this bitch?
Hey, I don't want no more, man.
I feel like this, she wasn't respecting me, so I didn't want to respect her. So I did what I had to do to get her off me. These cameras off me, I tried to leave the scene so it wouldn't be no more drama, but she kept coming after, y'all kept coming after me, so I had to do what I had to do, what was best for me. So I tried to beat her ass too.
I just want to know. Give that. Give it. Back there. Give that. I dumped your mother. Come on, baby. Come on, how you want to know? Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Let my hair go. Bitch, I will keep.
Got me out here. Fight.
I just want to set the record straight to everybody who's thinking that I'm the villain. I'm not the villain. Ray Ray told me that we were going to be together. We were in love. We were moving in together. So I know people are going to be thinking like, yeah, she was dating this girl's boyfriend. And no, it's not that. It's just the fact that he was a liar. He lied to me and her.
Since the confrontation, Erin Van Horn has admitted to knowing of her husband's affair, but not whom he was having an affair with. She claims that she deceived Cheater's producers as to the truth of her plans because she wanted to see what kind of woman Matt truly desired. Erin is now single and continuing her schooling in the hope of becoming a lawyer. Matt Van Horn admits to his infidelity and states that he's happy that all has come out. For her part, Kaylee Henderson confesses that she's quite embarrassed by her involvement in the case. Nonetheless, she says that she's in love with Mr. Van Horn and hopes to create a life with him.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.